Welcome back. Let's now actually select and manipulate some elements. Back to VS Code. Here in the previous lecture, we already selected this message element here by using query selector, and then we also got the text content from the selected element. But besides getting the text content, we can also set the content of the element. Let's do that. So instead of start guessing, let's say correct number. Let's write here document dot query selector, and then the same selector. So again dot message, the element with the class of message, and then again the text content, text content, same exactly the same here. Here we actually logged the results to the console. So here in this case, we actually set this content to something else by writing here equal and then write the new content, correct number, and here emoji that I am placing here this celebrating and then space. And now just reload here. So here see that it changed to correct number. So this is working. And then here let's check in console. Spec console. Here we still have start guessing. That is because of we used before the content. And to get rid of this, simply copy and then paste here. Now reload. Reload. See, it displayed correct number. Now after changing the text content, now we will get the new content. So what we did here is really a DOM manipulation, because here we manipulated the text content of one of the DOM nodes. Now let's do the same with this secret number and also the score, and both of these values are basically stored in an element. Let us see in HTML. This secret code is a here this is the secret code is a div element here with the class name number, and then the score that is here in span, that is class name score here in span element. Now let's select the elements with the class number and score. Right here document dot query selector, query selector, and then in string dot number. For third secret key, I'm giving here for suppose 13, and then next write document dot query selector, then here score dot score. I'm assigning here the score value to 20. Now I forgot to place here dot text content. Dot text content. and then same here also. See here the values are changing. Here reload, and then here the value is 13, and then the score that is 20. I'm changing here 10. Now let's see the result. The score will be 10. And so we're done with the DOM manipulation, and now let's move on and do the same with this input field. And now let's see in HTML that input field class name. Here input, here it is input class guess. Then right here guess. So write console.log document dot query selector, and here write the guess class name, and then write here dot. Actually here it is a empty box. If we want to give the value, we need to give the value property, that is dot value. Now reload. Here we have an empty value, that is this is from coming from 13. This is an empty value because there is really nothing in there. Okay. But the big difference is that with an input field is to get the actual value, we use the value property. And now we use it to set a value to this. Copy and then paste here. And then this value is equal. I'm giving here for suppose 25. Reload, see here it displayed 25. We can delete it here just like any input field. And then now let's place this line up and then see the result. Now here it displayed in the console also. Instead of the empty line, we get this 25 in console. But now if we actually wanted to get this number here, for example, log into the console, whenever we clicked on this button, that's taking it to a whole new level. So handling the click of a button, that we are gonna learn in the next video. Okay, this is all about the session. We'll see you in the next lecture. Thank you.